Use hashtag NFL to get your questions here on the show. You're watching NFL Daily live on YouTube. And if you're not watching this on live, it's probably because you don't have those notifications turned on. So turn on your notifications.
Yep.
Use hashtag NFL. I'm Mitchell Renz. That's Tom Downey. And use hashtag NFL to get your questions on the show like my man, Jeff Rodgers did. Jeff, I don't know if I like that jersey. I have to get you a new one. Even with their defense, can the Bears win it all with Trubisky at quarterback and an unproven kicker? Trubisky looked bad.
Yeah, I'm going to chalk up some of it to being it's the first game of the season on a Thursday night. But, look, yes, they can win it. Look, we saw Trenton Dilfer win a damn Super Bowl. Like, it's possible. I don't know if the Bears have
saw Joe Flacco win a Super Bowl.
Quite that good of a defense. The kicker will be proven one way or the other by the end of the year.
Yeah.
But in reality, in today's NFL, you've got to have better quarterback than what we saw week 1.
You can hold Aaron Rodgers to 10 points. You need to be able to win every single game. That Bears defense is legit.
You should never lose a game when the opposing team scores 10 points.
Is Mitchell Trubisky trash? Type T in the comments section for yes, Mitchell Trubisky's trash.
Also, stop using Mike Davis so much. What do you just
Montgomery.
Give it to David Montgomery.
Okay. I'm all
Signed David Montgomery fantasy owner.
Let's go to ISO
Also somebody
Joe Hoops.
With eyes.
With eyes. All right, ISO Joe Hoops. Hot take. The Cowboys-Bills game on Thanksgiving will be very competitive and entertaining and a possible upset. Another hot take.
I don't necessarily think that's a hot take.
I don't either.
It ends up being a Thanksgiving game, it is a Thanksgiving game, which normally means it's a tighter turnaround schedule for both teams. That typically leads to competitive football games. I don't think that's that hot of a take.
So Brad Noble, Dallas, Mike, White Creek watching on YouTube, they all say Mitchell Trubisky's trash. You know what else I think is trash? Thanksgiving food. Let's go to this next question coming in here.
I'm not engaging that one.
Let's go to Heyo. Yeah, hot take. I don't like
No,
Thanksgiving food. We have lasagna and steak on Thanksgiving. Yell at me. AB is getting karma for leaving the Raiders. If you guys believe in karma, type K in the comments section. And if you think Thanksgiving is trash, type T.
Well, I mean, look, if you followed Antonio Brown, this is not the first time he's allegedly done something really bad. So, I mean, maybe it shouldn't come as that much of a surprise.
Maybe we should ask Big Ben. He's probably there. Let's go to Dallas Cowboys news. We are the Browns overhyped.
He means we're the Browns overhyped. It's okay. We will allow the typos here. It's funny. Do typos when Mitch read the questions because he Ron Burgundy's it and just tries to read what is on screen, which is double funny when he does it wrong there.
What's wrong with you from your
Look,
end? I don't like Thanksgiving.
I just want to make just a general point here. It is one game.
Yes. Yep.
Like, let's chill a little
Week
bit.
1 overreaction. I love it.
Like, if you thought the Browns were going to be a good team, maybe you should still think they're a good team.
Titans have been 9-7 the last 3 years.
You can adjust and go, okay, maybe they're not going to the Super Bowl yet, but it's one game. Like, I remember we were doing the Cowboys watch party. Cowboys go 3-and-out, and everyone's like, oh, my God, we're screwed on offense. Then the rest of the game, it's like, wow, this offense is great. And I'm like, yeah, that's why we don't chill. That's why we chill after the first game.
I hear you.
Check in a couple of weeks. Then we can melt down if we need. Remember the year the Chiefs started like 0-3 or 0-4?
Yeah.
And they turned it around? That's the NFL.
Look at the Colts last year. They started 1-5. They
Great
won
point.
9 out of the last 10 games.
R.I.P. Andrew Luck.
Yeah, Andrew Luck. Let's go to Seth Mallory. Get a picture. Tampa honestly needs to be deleted from the league.
Great question. If you can delete one NFL team, who is it? And don't just delete like a rival. Delete a team that like, you know what, we got to get this team out of this location, or historically they're a terrible franchise. Like, who are you deleting and trying to get rid of and replace it and push the restart button on?
Oh,
it can be a rival, but don't do it just because they're a rival.
I was going to say, if I can get rid of one team, I'd get rid of the Patriots just because I'm so sick and tired of them winning.
Competitive balance decision. That's fine. I'm okay with that one. That's fine.
They go to way too many Super Bowls. I think they cheat anyway, so there's something going on there. And I'm so sick of AD,
I'm going to go with the Redskins because we got to get Dan Snyder out of there. Redskins fans, you're welcome. I know it's going to cost you the franchise for a little bit, bro. We're going to put reset and put it somewhere else to get Dan Snyder out of there. You are welcome.
All right. Put it in the comments section. Somebody says Miami. That's fair. The Giants.
That's fair.
The Raiders. Well, they're getting ready to relocate anyway, so it's all good. So we got a super chat, but I got to read this one like this.
Why did you read it like
the
that?
Lizard King and Hardman. I was trying to get my face
because
he
zoomed in. Oh, I get it now.
I don't know if I can get any closer. I'll rip out the mic pack. Appreciate the super chat there. Donnie Couch
He's talking about Sammy Watkins, by the way.
Yeah, don't doubt the
who
Lizard
thinks
King.
he is a lizard person. It's
But
hilarious.
what does that even mean?
Have you heard of the lizard people conspiracy theory?
No, I have
God,
friends.
go on the internet for once in your life.
I have friends.
Just take a deep dive one day into conspiracy theories. Lizard people. You could do the Denver airport. Any cryptids out there? Like, just go have some fun, Mitch. It's a good time. Go out. Your homework tonight is to go investigate lizard people conspiracy theory. He doesn't want to do it, but I'm going to make him do it.
I'm probably not going to do it. I'm going to be 100% honest with you.
All right.
But I am going to do this, and you guys should do this as well. Go to BetDSI, chatsports.com/bet. Use that promo code at BetDSI. 120% deposit bonus. You put down $50, you get $60 for free. You put down $100, get $120 for free. If you want to bet on NFL games, you want to bet on who's going to win the NFL MVP, you want to bet on your team every week winning, you want to bet on your favorite team or any team winning the Super Bowl, there is one place to do it. It's at BetDSI, the internet's #1 sportsbook. And I mean, like, get the bag. You get free bonus money, and you can bet on NFL games.
There you go.
It's the best deal out there. One more time, promo code NFL120.
Shout out Mike Fernandez, who gets what I'm talking about. Thank you, Mike.
Mike, get a
Oh,
license. Paul Ball. Have the Texans proved they have a chance to get to the Super Bowl? I think that I don't know if they've proven that, but I still think that they are a Super Bowl caliber team. Like, I think there are 8 teams that can legitimately win a Super Bowl. The Texans, to me, I think are in there. I think as long as you have Deshaun Watson, anything's possible.
That's my fear, is that he's going to get hurt.
That's a legitimate fear.
That's my
The
fear.
dude gets killed. I mean, he got sacked 62 times last year, 6 times this past week. I don't know what 6 times 16 is, but that's a lot of sacks in one season. But have the Texans prove that they're a Super Bowl chance or have a chance to go to the Super Bowl? Mike Fernandez says, I'm with you, Tom. If you guys think the Texans are good enough to go to the Super Bowl, type Y for yes or N for no. Let's go to Udonis Haslam's #1 fan.
Who's Udonis Haslam?
He is a basketball player for the Heat.
Good job, Mitch.
Or used to be a Heat player. Right?
There you go.
Seahawks will start 5-0 with wins over Steelers, Saints, and Rams.
Got the Cardinals in there too, so I think we're all going to give the Cardinals a win.
Okay.
Or the Cardinals. See how we can go to the Cardinals there. On the road against the Steelers, home against the Saints and Rams. I think that one is a bit of a hot take.
Very hot take.
I don't think they'll go
I think
5-0.
that's
If
2
they
and 3.
do, look out. But I think
it's 2 and 3.
that's reasonable.
I think the Steelers.
That's a tough schedule, man.
It's a very tough schedule, but I also think
And
the
then
Steelers
they
are
got
one
the
of those
Browns
teams.
and the Ravens after. That's a brutal schedule for Seattle. Wow.
Yeah, you know who's
That's
got
rough.
You know who's got a more brutal schedule? The Oakland Raiders. Let's
Boo-hoo.
go to Tad Desay. I'm not sure.
Dacier.
Sure. Are the Colts totally screwed?
Well, where are they drafting this year? I think
they are like a
question.
7-9 team.
Which is the worst place to be. Because that means Jacoby Brissett is fine, but he ain't it.
Yep.
And he's not going to get in the playoffs, not bad enough to get him down to the end there. I don't know.
How many wins for the Colts this season? I'm going to say 8.
7.
7.5. Over under
Maybe
7.5 wins for the Colts.
Taking the under.
Put it in the comment section. Let's go to Cornpipe, who's got some hot takes himself from Peanut Butter and Onions. Josh Rosen couldn't beat out Ryan Fitzpatrick and has looked ordinary so far. Do you think he will ever make the leap if he hasn't yet?
Look, I think that we often we want to believe that in the end, talent's always going to win out. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Lincoln Park. Anyway, the talent will win out, that no matter what the situation is, if a player's good enough, he's going to thrive. But that's not how the NFL actually works. If you get put into a great situation, you might have more success than you would otherwise. If you're put in a bad situation, you're going to struggle. I think that Josh Rosen has been put in now 2 trash situations, and he's been doomed. Not even Tom Brady would have thrived in these scenarios. Like, Rosen went to a bad Cardinals team that had a terrible offensive line. Then they traded him to a Dolphins team that is even worse on both overall talent and offensive line.
I do not disagree with
The Dolphins playing Fitzpatrick doesn't make sense to me. Because what do you gain? You might win an extra game. Who cares? You're tanking. You got to see if Rosen is your guy there. At some point, they'll throw him in there, but with that offensive line, he's not going to have that much success. Maybe they're trying to keep him healthy, frankly, early on before the offensive line can gel a little bit. But as someone who believed in Josh Rosen, it's frustrating for me because he's not going to get the chance. Like, imagine if he had gone to the Bills, who have built around Josh Allen, or the Jets, who have built around Sam Darnold. He'd be a better quarterback, of that I have no doubts. Now, his talent clearly not transcendent. Clearly, I was too high on him.
Yep.
But he's never gotten the proper opportunity, and that's unfortunate. But it's also not that unfair. Like, shit happens. It's the NFL.
I hear you. So
Tough break,
Cornpipe,
Josh.
though, might be asking that question, Tom, because he's a Dolphins fan. And Cornpipe,
I don't think he takes the lead.
and if you're watching the Dolphins this week, well, one, I'm sorry to hear that. But these are the games that My TV Choice will cover this weekend. Download the My TV Choice app and connect to Wi-Fi when you do. So if you're watching Bucks at Panthers, or if you're watching Patriots at the Dolphins, and here's the thing, the Patriots, if they struggle against one team, it's the Dolphins in Miami. If you're watching Dak Prescott go up against Case Keenum, who actually looked pretty good there in that first half, or if you're watching what I think is the best game of the week, Drew Brees going up against Jared Goff, Eagles-Falcons, hopefully the Falcons actually show up in that game, or Monday Night Football. If you're watching any of these games, Browns at the Jets, My TV Choice is covering those games.
Yep.
So don't waste your time watching boring, useless commercials. Download the My TV Choice app and get videos from Chat Sports instead. Get the latest news, stats, rumors, all videos more entertaining than some random videos that we've already seen. I don't need to see some random Old Spice commercial doing just a whole bunch of nonsense.
Yeah.
Get things that actually matter. Do it right now. Download My TV Choice app at chatsports.com/mytv. And here's the thing. Watch the show, okay? And you can either DM me at Mitchell Renz 365 or DM Tom at What Going Downey. Send us a screenshot that you do it. Do it right now. I will literally go on my Instagram right now and give out some shout-outs to people that do it. chatsports.com/mytv. Let's get back into some of these questions, like from my dude, Jeff Rodgers, who needs to get the My TV Choice app and needs to get a New Jersey.
Yeah.
What's the status of Todd Gurley's knee? He still doesn't look healthy, and I have him in my fantasy league. Well, I was actually surprised on the amount of work that they split, but also I was more surprised that Gurley wasn't the one getting the touchdowns.
They did bring in Malcolm Brown near the red zone. That's a big red flag for me in terms of fantasy. But near the end of the game, when it was close, they did bring out Gurley.
Yes.
And he was kind of the finisher on that front. So, yes, they split time. Mostly Malcolm Brown. That's the handcuff that you want. But Gurley only had 53 snaps out of like the 76. It's a pretty good percentage right there. Brown had 21. So, the usage of the red zone, that's the biggest red flag for me. I think what you'll see the Rams do this year, it's going to be a pretty similar split in games that are close. It's still going to be 70-ish% of the work goes to Todd Gurley. But they will give Gurley breathers, and like you saw with the Cowboys and Zeke Elliott in Week 1, if the game is out of hand, they're coming out, and they're not going to overwork them. So I think he's healthy enough, but he is not going to be a Gurley's on the field for every single snap or upwards of 80%. It's just not going to happen.
I'm with you, Tom. I also want to give a shout out to Damon-916 for downloading the My TV Choice app. Like I just said before, download the My TV Choice app. We'll give you a shout out on the show. Let's go to 6 of 1. I'm actually surprised I got that one right.
Yeah.
Which
So
player do you think
Cy-X.
is in the most unfortunate situation this year? Which player you think is, almost anybody on the Dolphins has got to be up there?
Rosen? The entire Dolphins players who are good?
If A.J. Green was healthy, but Bengals looked pretty
Okay.
good. All right, that's actually an interesting question. Which player do you think is the most unfortunate situation this year? Comment below. Let's go to White Creek Radio. Do you think Packer D is legit?
I think they'll be fine. Check in with me in like 3 weeks. Because I don't think the Bears offense didn't do themselves any favors there.
No, I actually could not agree with you more. Let's go to Tats BK. Was AB exit from the Raiders planned? Did he do it? Why for yes and for no?
He sabotaged himself to get out of Oakland. I have no doubt.
I think that he did that. It also came out that he hired a social media agency. Also, Josh, we see your super chat. We'll make sure to get that one, on there. So, do I think that he planned it? I don't want to give Antonio Brown any credit whatsoever.
His team planned it. Look, he did the exact same thing.
When
in
you say
Pittsburgh.
his team, you mean not the Raiders.
His team, like his agent, his group, his agent, his lawyers, all that. They planned that.
Yeah.
They did it in Pittsburgh. They did it in Oakland. Guess what? He's probably gonna do it again at some point, unless the NFL bans him altogether.
Yep.
I think he's like, you know what? If it's not gonna be my way, I'm gonna leave. And he got his way.
Got his way, which I actually hate to see, but I do love seeing this super chat from Josh Paul. How about us trading for Xavier Howard? I'm guessing you're talking about the Raiders.
Is that a Steelers jersey? Josh, if you're still watching, let us know what team you're discussing, and we'll do a little bit more in depth. In the meantime, though, I'll mention Howard in general. No, it's not going to happen. Now, the only way it happens is if Xavier Howard goes to the front office and says, hey, F you, F this situation, I want out. I don't want to be here. You told me we were going to try and win games. Now you're tanking instead. Get me out of here. Trade me right now, or I'm going to make a public scene. I'm going to tank my value, and I'm going to do the Antonio Brown type
Says
move.
the Miami Dolphins.
Okay, but he says he's trading for Xavier Howard.
I'm not
Okay,
sure.
so trading away Howard then, Josh. So I'll do it that way. I don't think they do. He has value, but the goal, you get like a first-round pick and then some, right?
Yeah.
Which you're hoping becomes a player as good as Howard, who frankly is, I think, the most underrated corner in the NFL. He's fantastic. He's been a huge success for Miami. That is the type of player, unless you're getting multiple firsts and seconds like they did for Laramie Tunsil, you don't trade them away. You build around them because they're so young, and they just paid him.
Yeah.
They just gave him a signing bonus.
There was
I
a
find
lot
it
of-
tough to see that they'll trade him or Minka Fitzpatrick.
There was a lot of rumors around, the Dolphins, a few Dolphins players, I guess, asking for trades after getting absolutely whooped
And
against the
other
Ravens.
fans want guys like Howard and Minka because they're really good.
Yep.
Which is why the Dolphins shouldn't trade them.
Jeff, I see your comment. Mitch, chug a beer. Honestly, man, I feel like crap. Had a hell of a weekend this past weekend. In Oakland, it was really, really great. Also, Josh, really appreciate that super chat. Now, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you guys do click that big red button below, and make sure you guys subscribe at youtube.com/chatsportstv. This video, we started a little bit later. It's all good. It's still going to loop through, so make sure you guys continue to watch. Tom and I, we're going to continue to be in the comment section. If we miss any of your questions, hit us up. I'm at Mitchell Renz 365. That's at What Going Down. And again, make sure you guys subscribe, youtube.com/chatsportstv.